first thing we're going to react to is a 7 Deadly Sins trailer that looks like it's going to be in the same method and style as Genshin Impact. What I'm reacting to is my thoughts and my beliefs on the directions of how things are going to work, and if what I think about the game's potential. Alright, so this has been making the rounds. Some people are calling it the Genshin Impact killer, the Genshin Impact clone. You know, they also called Genshin Impact the clone of Legend of Zelda, and you know, while they may use the same similar style of animation in 3D world, and they have gliding and climbing, that doesn't mean it's a copy. All right, I mean, they didn't invent that. That's like saying, oh, all of FPS games are just copies of Doom. You know, they're just clones of Doom. What's the point? Just play Doom 1 original, because why play Halo or Call of Duty or anything else, because it's just a copy. Genshin Impact is the only one with the formula out that's made any kind of renowned waves in the gaming world at this point for the action-adventure, world-roaming, single-player game that has multiplayer aspects. It was only a matter of time before they came out with competition, and today we're going to go over a few of those competitions, the first of which being is 7 Deadly Sins Origins. Alright, so let's see what they have to offer. Okay. So, I like how the world is very full. So we do have combat going on. I like how the world is very full. It's very fleshed out with people. I don't know if that's a cutscene or if that's just the way the cities will look when you're walking around them. It was something that I never really got behind in the old Dragon Quest games, is every time I went to a city or something, everything just felt deserted. It's nice that this has something going on. It also looks like that we have enemies that telegraph big attacks with a warning signal on the ground, like in MMORPGs. Now, what was interesting there is destructible terrain. Again, that could be a special fight, and maybe it only happens during certain scenarios. It's pretty neat. That boss also, everything seems to move very quickly. It doesn't just seem to stand around and wait for you to attack it and then do an attack. So that could be a more difficult fighting style of game, or higher speed. Underwater. Underwater exploratory is cool, keeping up with your breath and stuff. I didn't see a gauge. I imagine there is a stamina gauge, so I imagine that has some sort of effect while under the water. Underwater combat doesn't show any of that, but like, there aren't many games that have had underwater combat that I've actually enjoyed. I do like to be able to explore under the water, though. Now this is interesting, because now we're seeing multiple people out at the same time, which is telling us multiplayer. Again, I'm hoping that this functions sort of like Genshin, where you join in someone's world and go around and adventure together. Merlin here, she's one of my favorite characters from the show. I don't quite... That guy looks familiar, and the weapon looks familiar, but I can't remember his name. Same thing, that guy. I do remember him. So we've got some sort of gathering system. You know, every game's kind of got their own little gathering crafting system. I did find that the one in Genshin is really easy to gather. This one you're actually stopping, picking up. There's an energy bar level, it seems. In Genshin, you just run around and grab what you want, and the crafting is very quick and simple and easy. Although, personally, I don't use almost any of the crafted items in Genshin. At the rate that I play, I'm at World Realm level 56, and everything's easy enough that I haven't had to use potions and tonics and foods, really. But I would like to have a game where there's like a true advantage to using those things, or a need to use those things. Alright, so we got somebody who can glide, but it looks like it was just kind of a downward zoom. Now this makes me think every character's not going to be able to glide. If it was that simple, then why in the world would we need to do that? I mean, I think the stamina bar depletes really fast in this, because we'll see here in a minute, If it was as simple as just jumping in the water, swimming across, climbing up, you could just do that. Or you could jump off and glide towards the mountain. Instead, they pulled out another character and built a ramp. Right here, that stamina bar, that seems like it's depleting even when they're not really moving. So that'll be a little tougher to manage. And if this is like Genshin in this fact that you can go to any of these places, you just get up and walk there. No zone changing scenes or anything like that. This seems like a thing of the past. This looks like an awesome world. I wish we would have gotten to see more characters, because as far as we can tell, we can verify that there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 different characters. I did watch an interview with one of the devs, and they said they don't know how many characters they're going to start out with. But this is a good potential area, is the breadth of characters in this world. And the power scaling could be a little bit of a concern. Like, if you start off with Meliodas, is it going to be super powerful and carry you through your game, or is he going to be of a lower rarity and not meet his expectation? So it's hard to tell what kind of system they'll use for this. We're assuming it's a gacha system, like Genshin and Fate Grand Order and so many other games out there. It's a way to make really good fun games that people can play free to play, yet still make their buku bucks for those who really want to dive in. I think this game has potential. It was only a matter of time before Genshin started having competition. This is why I know Genshin Impact is working on a game called Honkai Star Rail for their next big game. If the world is as bustling as this with NPCs, and if this is actually like all in-game graphics, I think it is on par, if not better, than what we already get from Genshin Impact. It might be a more difficult game overall, which would be interesting. I do like the way the bosses run here. That sort of thing, being able to get that big telegraph, and I wonder how hard that really hits you if you don't manage the dodge. A big breadth of characters, a predetermined world that's already a popular IP. They say this is a multiverse game also. I think the multiverse aspect is they're considering Apocalypse, which is a movie based into the Seven Deadly Sins world. The action looks good. Someone in chat said the character designs look bad though. I don't see how. I mean, again, they look similar to the way they do in the anime, and they are on the same level, again, if not better than pre-existing games that are already out of this style. When it comes to voiceovers, I do know they are aiming to get the same voice actors that they used for the dubbing version of the anime and the subbed version of the anime. We don't have a lot of stuff out, but as you can see here on the top right, this is a Netmarble game, and Netmarble does specialize in mobile games. Now, there is not a lot of official information out. Again, this trailer came out recently. Even when you try to find an official website, I'm not finding anything that has any more details than what we have here. So I will definitely be keeping my eye out for this game. Again, if it's just if it plays like Genshin but is in this world and has more multiplayer potential, because Genshin seems to be lacking on that a little bit right now. I really love this destructible terrain, the way these bosses look. I kind of wish they didn't dodge every attack. I want to see what happens. Like, does he pick you up and grab you and slam you down or throw you? Like, I want to see what happens when you don't pay attention. I think it's funny he transforms when he does that with his pillow too. Mayhap Bra, he's my favorite character, the top one there. Overall, I think this game looks to be promising, although we don't have release dates or really much information outside of this right now. Just speculation and a few interviews where they didn't give out much information.